Hi there, I'm Contessa Brewer. A Massachusetts man has been arrested for allegedly plotting to attack college campuses on behalf of ISIS. 23-year-old Alexander Chicolo, also known as Ali Al-Amriki, is the estranged son of a respected Boston police captain. CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Jeff Pegues joins us with the details. It looks like this was a plan that could have easily been put into action, Jeff.
Well, clearly that's what law enforcement authorities felt, and that's why they moved in to arrest this man on July 4th. That was obviously the holiday weekend, and there was all this concern about potential attacks happening over that weekend. You may remember that. But investigators obviously felt, and that's what we're seeing in these criminal complaint documents, that he was a threat. He was taking steps toward carrying out some sort of attack, and that's what investigators are telling us right now. We expect that he will be in court tomorrow, but right now we have these documents to go through. As you mentioned, Contessa, this is Alexander Chicolo, a Massachusetts man, and he sort of fits the pattern of what investigators say that they have been concerned about, certainly over the last 6 months, with a flurry of ISIS sympathizer-related arrests. So this man, according to investigators, fits that mold of someone who appears to have been radicalized online and was taking concrete steps to carry out some sort of attack.
Okay, so when we're talking about all the devices and the guns and the weapons like this that investigators say they found in his possession, is there any indication that there are more, that other acquaintances, people in his circle, may also have had similar plans?
Well, typically in cases like this, that's what investigators look for. If you picture a suspect and the branches of connections that he or she may have. And so it is not out of the realm of possibility that they will start to look at his contacts, see who he was communicating with or had contact with, and then move from there. That's certainly the pattern that we've seen in other cases. But as you mentioned, they were able to recover, according to investigators, weapons. They say that he was taking steps to gather the elements for a pressure cooker bomb, and that is similar to the type of device that was used in the Boston Marathon bombing. So this was a suspect who, according to investigators, was taking concrete steps, and that's what investigators look for. They carry out these investigations, and in this case, they had a confidential human source. That's what they refer to this person as. So they have audio recordings, is what they're telling us, and they believe that this Alexander Chicolo was taking concrete steps to carry out some sort of attack here on U.S. soil.
The part that really chills me, Jeff, in this news release from the government, it says that there were these partially constructed Molotov cocktails. Quote, these incendiary devices contained what appeared to be shredded styrofoam soaking in motor oil. He'd previously stated this mixture would cause the fire from the exploded devices to stick to people's skin and make it harder to put out the fire.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It is disturbing to read, certainly, and there are some other aspects of this investigation that really stand out. The targets that this person was allegedly talking about, according to investigators, potentially targeting a bar, targeting a university, and having some sort of live streaming event. So there are incidents, alleged incidents mentioned in here that are a little different from some of the cases that we've seen in the past. And certainly the university one, attacking a college campus, and some mention of attacking a cafeteria because there are, quote, more people as potential targets. It is really disturbing to read this criminal complaint.
Is there any indication whether this was a guy who was inspired by ISIS, or whether there were actual links to him working with ISIS members?
Well, as you probably know, law enforcement these days say that the paradigm has changed. This is not like Al-Qaeda. ISIS has changed the game in that there doesn't have to be direct contact. They are using social media to recruit, and to recruit people who may be willing to carry out attacks. And so the paradigm in that way has changed. You probably heard law enforcement talking about that lately. And that is the kind of thing that seems to be at work here, according to the sources that I've spoken with. And this was someone who was inspired, in part because of his what was happening online.
And I'm feeling for his father this morning, as we said, a respected Boston captain. Even though it's apparently an estranged relationship, this has got to be a devastating day for that man and his family when your son is arrested on terror charges. Jeff Pegues in Washington. Jeff, thank you.